Hello there everyone, this is iMark3 and welcome back to a bit more Outpost Infinity Siege. Another session. At the end of last time I said I would be holding off on doing these until the videos managed to catch up a little bit. The first video has just gone live, which kind of tells you the timing of this one, but I am at a point where I want to get squads unlocked so I can start experimenting a bit with different character classes, but I'm not quite there yet because I'm locked behind a story mission. So I'm doing one more session here before I try to hold off and let the videos catch back up. But no, I must go into the light and pay for my sins. I must go into the light, yes. Goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, the light doesn't want to take me. Okay, right, never mind. Let us proceed then. And we are starting off actually with, just to show you the base in its current state, which is modified from what you saw at the end of last time. It's like basically had extra guns and batteries strapped to it, but that's about all I've done because I deliberately avoided a bigger rebuild rather. Going to Attraction Day, 400 seconds, we've got everything it's willing to give us in terms of bonuses and debuffs, so every time I actually greed for more hazards, it's only giving me bonus supply caches instead, extra ore, extra materials, stuff like this. So this is going to get in terms of like the multipliers. There is a limit to how many it'll let you actually get at the end by spending extra power, but we're in good state overall, so let's go, let's go, let's go. The other reason I'm doing this video separately is because before the next major recording session, I need to decide on something, which is how much of the base building do you guys want to see? I've shown you me doing some quick tinkering, a few bits here, a bit there, you know, stuff like that. But I feel like maybe some time lapsing when I'm doing a major rebuild might be in order, especially when I'm doing big structural changes to the base rather than like incremental expansions. Just to show the base growing from one form to another. Though of course, worth noting here is my current base actually lacks the wings of light on the sides of the tower, which I did mention I was going to tear out as soon as I could get batteries to replace them. Zoom out. We are still gold painted. You can see now battery stacks down the sides. We have side sponsons fitted with multiple Gatling guns. All our forward turrets are on amp racks. We actually have extra things. We've got 3 ammo makers. We've got more batteries in here. We've got 2 generators still, but we've also got resource storage boxes stacked in and packed in. So very much I pack the base for function rather than I actually try to build it out like Lil Kari did, making like a bigger but empty box space. So I just found that interesting, and I knew I would, just like different approaches that we can take to try and do that. I'll put a Titan spike here. The enemy's going to be fairly durable, so I will put down an array of defenses just here to intercept. Very good. I'll commence with upgrades. There we go. And I'll put in my artillery formation guns. Oh, I can't quite afford a new one? Okay, that's fine. I'll put one there. I'll put this behind it because this one is going to get a different upgrade, which is the, of course, higher standing point upgrade. Then we've got 2 free 30 mils, which I'll put in here on either side. Tell them to ignore the small targets. So they go for anything that's decent sized. And this is more or less my defense formation. I just need a bit more resource as it is. Also, I am actually carrying, because I've got no gun, I've got a repair turret right there. There we go. And yes, I know the frame rate is tanking a little bit. I've noticed it does that at the start of recovery days, especially when things are starting to pop in for the first time. We've got pulverizers, we've got enemies with more shields, they've got upgraded guns and things like that. So, you know, we've got things going on. Now, there's the... Thank you, I was trying to get into command mode. We've got plenty of incoming, so I do need the other gun in place, and that's there now, that's good. I will go ahead and get back to the base. Frame rate is actually slightly choppy. And that's because I want ammo boxes. As many as I can handle, but my backpack's actually got some extra loot in it and stuff like that, so you know, it's kind of an issue. There we go. Ammo makers, we are good. Don't worry, I've noticed the frame rate does get better as the enemies start to thin out a bit and the waves advance a bit more, so something about that's going on. But right now these machine guns backed up by the autocannons have been enough to just deal with it. The base, by the way, with all of its turrets are actually Gatling turrets at this point. No 30mm because I don't actually have the tech for that yet. I do have to advance to Woodlands Tier 3 I think to actually unlock those. Ooh, you're coming in, okay. Grenade. Just keep them off us. Same game plan basically as at the end of last time because it's the same kind of wave. So a quick look, as you can see I've got unstable, unstable and strong grenades. My Divine Might is Torment, strong and light strike, and my split shot has got strong, light strike and close quarter combat. The closer I am, the more powerful it gets. I just have to make sure everything keeps on going, so yeah. I might skip some of this actually, just because there's so much going on. And we'll get to the more interesting parts of the video fairly soonish. I've got to say, I'm surprised with how much I'm liking the grenade launcher. Okay, right, you're going to go. Right, so, it's not just the 30mm I'm waiting for, by the way, because since we can use light formations to upgrade with 30mm if we don't find some during a tour, that's one thing. So you can readily get your hands on 30mm during the last stage of Woodlands. I'm just trying to remember what the next mission is. It's either going to be a story map, which I think it is because we're assigned to go with someone else, so I think I know which mission it is. Or it's going to be a run on the next difficulty of Woodlands, which will unlock the side approaches and the forward base expansion slot for this area. So that's kind of how this will go. It'll be our first introduction to zone control, controlling where the enemy actually comes in and attacks us. And yeah, the frame rate has, after the initial waves came in, smoothed considerably, I think. At least on my side of it. Oh, yep, you guys are running out. I will actually give you a Gatling upgrade first. There we go. You are down. I'm guessing the 30mm are also down. Yes, I was not monitoring those closely enough. There we go. Get it all started. Get it all going, and get stuck in. Myself a little bit, just to clear the waves out. Yeah. My spray and pray gun is actually fairly potent against the weak guys. Actually, you know what would be crazy? That is a support Zen later in. That when you kill has a chance to give you extra resources back, so this could actually turn into a harvesting tool to scrounge for extra resources with. Might be a use of it, but right now it struggles a bit with power. Ah, the wall did take some damage while I was being inattentive. Where did my... there it is. Oh. Where's my repair turret? God, there it is. Right. Yeah, I need to do some patchwork. And yeah, that's the other reason, by the by, that I need to get this done. As I said, just like I think I did actually mention it. Yeah, it's I want to get access to barracks so I can get more crew. just so I can actually try to experiment a bit more, because right now I've only got 2 people from Hair Squad, and that's about it. So, there we go. Though I was interested to note, the first time I came across them in the save, that while they are guaranteed Hair Squad, and they actually come with the outfits of Owl Squad, they actually do have... Yep, you guys are out again. Up you go.
Recovery procedure nearing completion. Hold on just a bit longer.
Why are you dead? Oh, something actually took some pot shots of these guys. It was interesting to note that the actual random skills of the 2 guaranteed crew you get, they are actually randomly rolled. Because in my other game, I got one that actually had the one that gives you extra chance to be recovered if the operation fails. But this time I didn't get one.
All enemies, then the evac aircraft will be able to wait for you.
Oh, we're fine.
Pick up all the goodies nearby.
We're fine. That is not a problem. Let's see, I've got some spare ammo mags in here, turret bases, stuff like that.
Aircraft arriving in 15 seconds.
Once again, my base was a backstop, but territory control is so important in this game. I think I mentioned it before. Also, I'm very, very much fond of the rocket punch
Your ride is here.
as a mobility aid.
Time to head home.
There's something I will do is... Actually, hang on, there was an extra crate. There it is. One of my bonuses was that if I kill all enemies at extraction, then I get an extra supply drop. Hi-ho. Scan gloves, a new standard core with slightly stronger than my current core, but only by 12 attack. That's good. Ooh, elemental ball, Zen. Cool. And a mag size bonus. Okay, just need to Tetris myself slightly. There we go. And I have the key cards. I was thinking of looting the armory over there for some extra explosives and shells and things, but honestly, I can only carry a few items. It's not really worth it at this point, so I'll just keep the key card, honestly. Let us go back home, because we have survived quite nicely. I find myself not minding the gold paint scheme as much as I thought I would, but I probably will switch off it for something less ostentatious, really. It's all complete. So yes, I hope you don't mind I took the first like 10-15 minutes on that, just for an extra wave. About 10 minutes, I think, roughly. So first portion of the recording. And also showing kind of why I need to move on. My base power level is actually...
broken the recovery record.
Yeah, that. My base is currently at over double the recommended rating for this particular zone on that particular difficulty, so I need to move on. Got my stuff. Excellent. Special rewards I got from Alchemy, a mere 26 tokens, so I was murdering everything outside the X field. Extra thousands for materials, some extra components, and then of course I got the extra, because I was trying to greed for extra multipliers, scrap metal and ore. So yeah, we're all good. We're all good. Let me check now. Backpack. Stash, 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 stash. I was pretty hurt in there though, so I need to make sure I bring enough armor plates to sustain me. That'll do. I also want to bring in... One thing I don't like still is detectors taking 2 slots up. I want to bring back my high explosive, which I actually stashed because I wasn't using them. There we go. This is taking up an extra space. I want that space back. One reason why I want to try and start using another squaddy, but to start trying to get a good mix of secondary skills, I need to be able to start calling them in. So I need to talk to Levi. Levi! Hi, buddy! Actually, hold on. Research Center options. Really quickly. I have got now 51 points. I could go for another expansion. I could go for the new backpack upgrade. Yes. Give me that. And I suppose we're skipping everything else to get that. 6 points isn't really worth it for anything else, though. Not really, not right now. The extra slot set backpack, though, is super important. Can I afford to... I can. Gimme. I was missing that extra line of backpack inventory. I really was. Anyway, let's go. Levi, hi. Rescue mission.
Ready.
Yes.
We're going in.
He's sounding very assertive this time, man. Very aggressive. Ready to hit the battlefield before packing enough supplies with you. Confirm? I did just rearrange my backpack with my third loader and increase its inventory size by 1 row, so I think I will be good. And yes, this is the mission I thought it was. Okay. So we are going out to rescue someone who is in trouble. Someone whose transport was trying to escape an area and it was doing a vital transport mission and got intercepted. And that's basically what's going on here. Though it will fill us in as we go along. If it's the one I'm thinking of, we can also accidentally trigger another cutscene early, which slightly disrupts the story flow of the thing. Also, it's a bit B-real later on as well. Yep, I think this is the one I'm thinking of. Never fear, I am here. With my scarf and protagonist haircuts. Haha. Though you can't see the haircut, trust me, I have it. I am the protagonist. So we are here. Our outpost is also here. Note we have started with 0 energy, 0 materials. But all guns, of course, are fully loaded, and we have many, many, many guns. Many guns. So, our objective's over there. We can actually trigger an in-game cutscene early if we go over that way first, which, since I loot goblin, I was exploring before heading that way, I went over there and triggered it first. This time, we'll actually get it in order. But the game, despite telling you, hey, make sure you got everything first, it does actually give you some extra bits around the place. Like, there's an EXP injector if I want to actually boost my character's experience level. Stuff like that. I think this is the first level where you encounter that one. Though I'm also level 29, there's no point in me really using it. It's better to just save it for another character, really. Anyway, basic supplies, got. Let us proceed to investigate, because remember, we are here to rescue, and we have someone assigned to be with us.
Captain John.
Commander Faye, you've already kicked up quite a storm in the few ops you've joined.
Apologies, Captain.
There's no place for apologies in the field, especially not from a commander. Your responsibility is to make the right call.
I'll keep that in mind, Captain.
All comms to the ship were lost in the canyon up ahead. Flight logs show no indication of Aitos or airborne attacks. Which means they might have run into another kind of trouble. The same as us. The Outpost can't breach the canyon, but we can. On foot. You take the front line. I'll provide cover fire from the rear.
Copy that.
And we are suddenly staring at your shoulder pad. It's a very nice shoulder pad. Have you been working out? I mean, no, sorry. Getting on task, sir. Yes. So we've got an experienced captain with us. He'll provide fire support.
Tom, you haven't moved in 30 minutes. What's the holdup?
The fallen terrain's blocking off our projected route. And without explosives, we can't clear it.
Hang fire, Captain. I'm calling in another ship now.
You are more than welcome to do so. If you can identify the cause of the target transport's crash and ensure the safety of our transport first.
Do I need to remind you who was on board that transport, Captain?
Director Tracy Grant, head of Outpost 7's tech archives. And someone you hold dear. The EUA needs her just as you do. I'll look for her, but my priority is to retrieve the research materials.
Hey, you listen to me!
Who was that, Captain?
Murray Grant, from the Intelligence Division. A capable, if hot-headed, officer. All right, let's keep moving. Our way's blocked. We need to find another route via the mouth of the canyon, ASAP.
Okay, so that was MGT, one of the other characters up in the intelligence division, who we couldn't interact with just yet. But someone important to them was on that craft, so they are directing us to go rush to their aid, despite operational safety concerns about we don't know why the transport was shot down, or how it was shot down in the first place. But the fact is that it's also a high-level person we're trying to rescue, so that's why we're going in as well. But our captain is rightfully being cautious. It's like, we don't know what's happened, so we tread
John.
carefully.
A liquid nitrogen leak from the wreckage has frozen the gate shut.
Take this.
Zens? Just how many did you bring?
Inject the pyrozen and thaw out the doors.
Okay, so he's given us something else. Elemental Zens. Injecting Aether into your weapon instantly reloads your magazine and infuses all rounds with a specified elemental property. This is basically elemental ammo, but instead of consuming ammo, it's a consumable Zen charge. So this does have limited uses. I think it does run out and then it's gone, as far as I'm aware. Let's check our backpack. We've got 3 out of 10, so yeah, it stacks, so it's a consumable like that. Full reload and converts ammo to pyro. Only use progressing Q to install the Zen. You can get Zens that modify the elemental quality of your basic shots. So I mentioned that previously in the first video or two when I was in my other save. My primary attack had that. It had fire element. But worth noting, by the way, I've not seen these ice walls since this mission, so how useful it is, I don't know. Anyway, let's get that thing loaded. There we go. And actually, that's just extracted 150 pyro ammo, so it literally provides a free reload and converts the ammo to pyro ammo. Which I've now got on tap, if I want it. Right. Signal's blocking the canyon, comms going dark.
Signal's blocked in the canyon.
Oh.
Comms going dark in 3 mics. We'll just have to communicate the old-fashioned way.
Hand signals? No, smoke signals. Yeah, let's get really old school with this. You got any flares handy? But you see what I mean? It's giving us some supplies. Oh, hi. But yeah, this is a story mission, so it's got a custom map, different from anything else. And also our outpost is here, but it's not really. We're staying near it. We're actually wandering away from it to do our objectives. So, as I said, our outpost is good, but it's not always the case. So I think we're also locked as Faye in this mission as well. I couldn't have brought someone else. Flares on this building. So is there something inside here? Yes. Armor plate and an energy bar. Okay, means to restore health. And we want to go here, an old facility it looks like. Old, recessed, hidden facility with enemy signatures. I might want to switch this one actually back to scattershot rather than rapid, because rapid, as you can see, it's like very easy to fire an extra salvo without needing it. While spray would have the slower rate of fire and hit harder, though it'd also be more ammo intensive too. So maybe it wouldn't save things. But anyway, part of the wreckage from a ship actually crashed into this place, down that way from the way the debris is scattered. I like environmental storytelling. It's useful.
Jean, are those?
Stay put and stay frosty.
Wait here, I'll go and poke the thing. It's not rusted though, that's coloured.
Those sweepers are all out of power, but their weapon attachments might still come in handy. Here, kit up.
Thank you. So this is where it tells you. Weapon attachments. Weapon attachments greatly enhance certain performance parameters of a weapon. Adapt different attachments towards different battlefield scenarios. We already know this. I've been doing this with, you know, my scattershot barrel loaded in place. So this is actually very late telling you because you've been finding these things all over the place. So this is actually a blue tier, which offers double the attack bonus compared to my current scattershot. So I'll lose a projectile, but the projectiles will be more than twice as strong. There we go. Double tap allows you to shoot 2 rounds simultaneously, only 1 round. For same cost as 1 round, only you lose less damage slightly. But I was going to say, this one's a sweeper. We were cautious, this one's actually got colour and paint on it, while normally disabled sweepers we find are rusted wrecks out in the fields. But anyway, let's go ahead and get back out of here. The old-fashioned way. Whee! Yeah, I've still got my hover boots on. It's actually a very good pairing with the rocket punch.
The research data should be inside. You retrieve it, I'll hold the perimeter.
Sure, you hold the perimeter from down the bottom of that crater. Sounds fine to me. One potential benefit though, scattershot is a 3-shot fan, so I've noticed that at closer ranges sometimes only 2 shots hit. This one, both shots come down straight, since it's a double burst. So that means I will be more able to get this on a single target. I've never actually tried this before. It works. Though I'm also reminded of a line from a webcomic that I like quite a lot. Shame it's not publishing anymore. What do you call airborne infantry? Skeet. But, so yeah, it's a setting where flying infantry is possible, but they prefer to fight on the ground. Because when they're up in the air, they're literally very easy targets. So most combat is ground where there's cover available and stuff like that. Anyway, next wreck. The crash direction I think came from over there, though we've also got... Maybe it's this way? I'm not entirely sure. Though also worth noting, we've got soldiers strung up on a line up here for whatever reason. Huh. Don't know why those guys are there, actually. That is moderately concerning. Something here was broken by the impact, but the fact that there are captured soldiers here means that this has been some kind of active site of some sort. Moving on, let's go. 30mm light gun blueprints, yes please.
Data's right here, and still intact. Zhang, what have you found?
It's a Seth 5 part. A model from 2 decades back, designed for human use. Let's leave the details for the debrief. Right now, we need to stay sharp.
Copy that.
A Seth 5 part. Right, I knew that the 30mm was locked. I had slipped my mind a little bit that it was locked specifically to this mission. I thought it was maybe locked behind just finding the tech blueprint in the field in the next difficulty, but nope. If I get back from this, I have the blueprints. Also, more bodies of people who are on that craft. No sign of our person we're trying to rescue, though. Ooh, hello. What was going on here? We seem to have a information upload scenario going on. I mean, I already know that the AI to human brain connections exist, though we find that out a little bit later in this setting. but it looks like the AI is actively meshing with these soldiers to extract information from them or something, because they align their, I think they're deceased, so they weren't used as temporary biological processes, were they? Is that a thing that this setting does? No, that's one of the sci-fi horror options, but more likely just a brain rip situation, like getting information, which they would be pretty powerless to resist, which is also bad in its own way. I'm going to stop before I go off on too much of a tangent there. So yeah, let's go. Moving on. This area is... well, it's using different colour schemes, different storage modules from our stuff. More of those data connections. We have seen architecture like this before, though. We've seen it in the form of some of the bases used by the human forces to fight against us. Ah, some more supplies. I haven't taken a hit yet, though, so I don't really need much of that. A shield sight. Generates an energy shield before you while aiming down sights, capable of withstanding limited incoming fire. Doesn't quite fit with my build since I'm relying on the smart tracking option of my scope. But if I was playing more into my usual comfortable marksman style role, this would be a potential one for close combat options. Because if I fit this one, then aim, see I've got a barrier in front of me to help protect me. So more of a close quarters brawling aid, that one. Though actually it is better than my smart sight. I'm built around using the auto aim though. Or the smart tracking feature. Which also means I'm not crit seeking with this weapon at all.
This must be the place. Huh? Survivors?
Battle stations.
What the? Who the hell are they?
SEAL's lackeys from before the war. I thought they died out.
So they're the ones who brought down our ship.
Appears so. Without their identifiers, our radars can't see them at all.
Well, there we go. Traitor human forces on the AI side of it. Also a spare ammo box, yes please. Did I take a hit there? I'm missing 1 point of armor. I feel truly ashamed at that. I'm also going around finding other loot because I remembered there was some extra stuff to be found around here. Right, moving onwards though. This is our first introduction to those forces, though we have encountered them during runs up to this point as part of the random enemy spawns. It's a shame really, they could have been narratively locked until we passed this mission, but oh well.
More tangos incoming.
Head
Oh, hi.
for the exit, Commander. I'll take the rear.
Yeah, I'm getting used to the smart scope. It really, really, really works. Besides, if I'd run off, they'd have just chased me. So you're expected to deal with them. Okay, third rescue spot. Let's see. We've left that tower behind.
It's an ambush.
Nope.
Faye, cover me! Shit, it's Cryozen! I can't move!
I have pyro
Take
ammo.
the research and get out of here!
No, you fool! Don't
Captain
sacrifice
John.
yourself. No.
Remember, Commander, make the right call! What?
You kamikaze
I've
fool.
hacked the enemy network. EUA comms should be back online.
Our AI just sent me your combat log, Faye.
Sir, I'm sorry. Zhang was...
Don't let his sacrifice be in vain. We'll take it from here. Engaging with humans is never simple. But now that we know what we're dealing with, we can prepare ourselves. Take the trail to the south of the canyon. It'll lead you to Outpost 11. Then we can scramble his ship for your extraction.
Copy that.
Okay. So, I mentioned there would be B-reel material.
Commander, I'm picking up weak vital signs from the cabin wreckage up ahead.
Roger that.
So, that was a group of soldiers smaller than we've already gunned our way through. He got trapped by cryo on his foot, which means he said he carries plenty of Zens, but apparently he gave it all to us. And so he just like, run. He set off an explosive above us, so we had to back up. And then he let them get to him and then chose to blow himself and them up. That narratively means he just decided to... He decided to do that for no good reason at all. Even if I was struggling with these enemies, odds are we could have very easily done it. I could have very easily dealt with it, but the story required him to do that. So, you know, be real material right there. That was something that did not have to happen. Anyway, but enough about that. Let's move on, because we've also found life signs.
Are you EUA?
Affirmative, ma'am. Commander Faye of Outpost 11. Director Tracy Grant. Report to base, Juliet. We've got a survivor. Can you walk?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, we're back here, and she's up and doing her thing. And yeah, I know the whole moving around, they're leaving a little bit of pixels behind them. That's just seems to be something about how this game renders. I've tried to fix that by swapping around graphics settings and things. I've not been able to shift that at all. Sometimes it just happens. So, you know, it is what it is. Honestly, you've seen it a bunch of times before.
Human hostiles across the area, Director Tracy. I fear they gunned down your ship.
They call themselves the Envoy.
You know who they are?
They searched the cabin, but didn't realize I was still alive, thankfully. I passed out for who knows how long. Game 2, just before you got here.
All right, come on. I'll get you out of here. Captain Zhang found a part left by those enemies, Juliet. Model Seth 5. Mean anything to you?
Seth 5 is a cerebral interface that links a human mind to a computer.
There we go.
Many synced their minds with SEAL in the days before the war, believing it the next step in their evolution. Yet the burden of the neural link proved to be too much for a human mind. Over time, the practice petered out.
A burden that many were willing to bear, it seems.
People want to join the winning side. Not everyone's with the EUA, after all.
Well, there's a reason that the AI is in charge and we are not. And as I said, the whole human machine link thing would be mentioned. There it is. So that was the thing. A step of evolution, that's potentially one way human evolution could go, honestly. Though, again, depends on personal willingness and trust, because I believe if that's how things go, it should not be forced in any way. It's a personal choice. But I am a futurist. I've said that a few times. I'm a futurist, but I don't believe in dragging people kicking and screaming to the future. I just think that future stuff could be potentially quite cool, you know? Some extra ammo. Yes, please. Was that? That was extra pyro ammo, actually. Captain, why did you sacrifice yourself? I have tons of fire ammo. I could have freed your leg. Oh well. Also, fun aside, by the way. Tracy here. Her character model is actually the model that Hair Squad's meant to be. Rather than the 2 Hair Squad members we've got in our barracks. As I said, they've got the Owl Squad model. Let's move on. Wait for you. Okay, right. Landslide.
Right. How can I clear this debris, Juliet?
You're out of Outpost 11's range. Find explosives nearby and set a charge.
Good thinking.
Okay. But this also teaches you a little bit about the crafting system as well. That is a slightly worse straight grip, so no. A light zen, ammo box, some basic supplies. There you go. And an assembler. Assembler allows you to utilize materials on your personal backpack to instantly generate the required items on the battlefield. Yes. Though worth noting, by the way, this version allows me to do that and create some high explosives out of materials I've got around. But the one you get for your base, I think it actually got streamlined later on, so it didn't require specific materials. For the most part, it just requires gold and or ammo, and it can make anything from those 2 starting points. I don't know, I've not really tried to make high explosives, but I've noticed that everything is just like basically gold based rather than material based in the assembler. Or at least our version of it. It looks like this, but it functions a bit differently. Anyway, place high explosive, shoot it to blow them up. So
Retreat to a safe distance and shoot the explosives.
also noted that is actually slightly larger than the normal high explosive for comparison. Also noting I did that and it didn't actually conceal one of my high explosives in my hand. But yeah, that's the one that I place. So you can see it's like a... oh no, it's actually got its own model. Okay, worth noting. Also, this isn't wasted. I can just hold it in my hand and then put it back in my inventory. There we go. So.
Don't you take another step, rookie!
The Intelligence Division. I'm with Director Tracy. We're on our way into...
Don't move another inch, do you copy?
No.
What's your problem now?
Stay put and look up.
Unknown object heading straight for your 20, Commander.
Director, get back!
Your ride's on its way, Faye. Clear out the hostiles and head to the LZ.
And this is back where we originally had the way blocked. We blasted it through from the other side. Oh, hello.
Get the fuck up, rookie!
Careful, Faye. Your vitals are unstable.
Director Tracy?
The ship's here. Let's go, Commander.
Your ride's on its way, Faye. Clear out the hostiles and head to the LZ.
Where are the corpses? Where are those guys? But yeah, basically we got blindsided a little bit by those guys, and then Tracy stepped in, saved us. But yeah, those guys are close-range brawlers. If they get close to you, they can do a lot of damage, but they are a bit predictable in how they move. They also can airdrop as well. Like, they can drop in separately, because they're an elite troop, I guess you could call it. There we go. Speak of the devil. Too bad for them. I have many, many bullet hoses. So, yeah. I think we're going to be okay. I need a bit more ammo. There we go. So yeah, glowing altered humans dropping in and proving to be a bit of a nuisance. They can be dangerous in close quarters, but dropping in right after impact, and they were right in front of my guns, so, you know, I was not concerned at all during that, because my base had enough firepower to deal with all of it. Anyway, Tracy, shall we get you out of here? Because I think that's it, we're done. Let's go, we got ourselves a 30mm blueprint. Huzzah! Also, we rescued Tracy, and Captain Zhang bravely sacrificed himself, I don't know why.
We did it, Zhang.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished.
Victory in... It's not noble sacrifice if it was stupid sacrifice, that's the thing. Anyway, 63,000 damage dealt. We are all good. Let us proceed, shall we? Because I want barracks access. And yeah, story mission, so very low yield. Can find you at the commander mission? Okay, sure. I think I've got a pager, honestly, sometimes. But it's just like odd lines don't have voiceover. So, as I said, quirk of the game, I've called that previously. Anyway.
Preliminary scan of the border woodland is complete. The Mechanos are using drop pods from the RSS-2 to send nebulas into combat. They're humanoid monsters bred by SEAL for war.
Okay.
Their physiology might be strong, but they appear not to be very clever. Also, a new faction of SEAL worshippers has been popping up in the area. They call themselves the Envoy. Most of them have undergone cybernetic transplants. Their wits make them a deadlier foe than those mindless monsters. We're in the dark until we get a better picture. We've got to link up with Outpost 7 ASAP. Now, do your preparation and wait for my call.
A very quiet yes, sir.
Faye, the command division has just activated a new module. Check it out.
Okay, so those blue guys are called nebulas. They are enhanced humans currently being bred by SEAL, which is the AI in charge of the orbital ring. And they are used as basically shock troops, special troops, because they're quite powerful and aggressive. They just don't have much intelligence. Envoy, there we go. I was going to call them Cabal for a moment there. It's like, that's not right. Envoy, those guys are regular humans, though we have also just been informed they are cybernetically enhanced. Which is also something I see as more likely as a potential path for humanity to go down, honestly. Though again, anything of that scale has to be treated with due caution and respect, rather than just jam it into everyone and expect them to be grateful. You know? Also, has to be safeguarded against malicious misuse as well. That's always going to be a risk with any kind of technology, though, not just future tech. Anyway. That was a bad choice of words. Future tech is a very powerful but nasty corporation from the Red Alert 3 universe. Future tech. It was literally out just for technology and authority. Anyway, Juliet, hello.
You have been authorized to participate in the combined operation.
Okay.
As per the Hive EUA Corporation Treaty, you may now join forces with other militant groups to fight together. You can initiate an invite or join an existing group.
Hello? Is this Faye?
You again?
Shut it! Come to the intelligence center and find the spot with the largest screen.
So this is telling me my overall introduction to the game is now complete, and is now recommending I start playing multiplayer. Though, as discussed previously, we can play it a bit before this. It's just that it still had some basic tutorial stuff it wanted to throw our way first, before saying, hey, you know enough, here you go. You can now go out and join people. Sadly, when I first got this game, there was like 3 or 4 lobbies active, and right now there is none, but that's probably just my time of day doing that. Oh well. Go to the intelligence center. Pop, pop, pop. There we go. And we now talk to MGT.
Hey, you're back. When will you head out for another battle?
Well, spit it out.
This here is the risk analysis system. It collects and builds automated models so you always have a reliable source of real-time battlefield intel.
All right, got it.
Hey, I'm not done yet. Come back and check this out. Here's a list of all encounters and risks you have run into. It's always better to know about your enemies before you head into battle.
Why is there so little information available?
You understand the concept of analysis? What am I supposed to analyze if you haven't brought me any data? Go to the surface and collect some.
So I must first stick my hand into the fire to learn more about it. Is that how it is?
Of course. Each entry we have in the EUA database has been traded for half a dozen lives. Now all we need to do is take the risk once and save a ton of lives.
Yeah, so that is one of the more unusual conversations. Also, the first part of it, it felt like there was two separate conversations going on, because it's like, hey, how are you going back soon? And then Faye's just like spit it out, I don't have time for you kind of thing. Then MGT just like explained about where we are and said, okay, got it. And it's like, hey, come back here, because for some reason we were trying to leave. I think there's some weird transcription errors have gone on in this one. Tiny bit. Also, yeah, MGT has a very distinctive voice here. Not quite sure how well it fits with what they're trying to say, but yeah, there we go. As extension, random reagents. So yeah, this is telling us like all of the risk and perk cards we can pick up effectively, as well as what level we can get. So operatives have a high movement speed for a short time at the start of the day, available on Windy Desert. Alchemy is available from Windy Desert. Exploding parts are available from Windy Desert. I think this is available from. This is where it's first unlocked. Like Scavenger first appears in Border Woodland. Oh yeah, it's got types at the bottom there as well. But it lets us look things up though, at least. Don't know if there's more in here, but it does seem to be just the perk cards. Okay, talk with MGT again.
Wait, hold on.
What is it now?
If you ever need to hack into something or break some encryption, come to me and I'll help you out.
So helpful now. Are you the same person from the last transmission?
You know what? If it weren't for you and Bruce... Look, I'm just happy you brought Tracy back. That's why I...
He's just trying to say thank you.
Shut up! Where's that personnel data I asked for?
But I haven't slept in 2 days.
Then you better get your ass to work if you want to.
So be very awkward about it. We are being actively confrontational, like we don't like this guy. But MGT is honestly just glad that Tracy came back. Anyway, we can now talk with Nightingale. Hello, Nightingale. I saw you back in the prologue.
That's the list of local operatives done.
Select operatives from this roster to help you complete daily tasks. Operatives are grouped according to their speciality. Pick the ones you think are suitable. Picking the right person for the job will save you a lot of headache. Try to recruit some operatives. So these guys slowly replenish over time. You can, if you decide you don't want the person, just dismiss them from this list. That's okay. They start out at I don't know what level they start out at, honestly, but it says maximum level 30. But I don't know sure what the benefit is of doing this versus like random rolls, except that I can see things before I get them rather than everything being completely random. But to do, I have to complete a tour with them first. I've never tried this. I'm not sure if that's like special, if it's just like I send my outpost out with them as a go, or they have to do like a solo mission or something. But if I see someone special in here, then I can know for sure if I do the tour, I can recruit them. I don't know what the tour is though, at all. I just know they're effectively maybe interested and they are probation. It also seems to always be in my other save always seem to be people from Mammoth squads, always seem to be male. So I feel like there's something not quite working right in the code there, but I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, talk with Juliet at the Nexus. Note our current objective is to recover enough valuable items to lure the boss on recovery day. Okay. Do you have anything to say about that one, Juliet?
Faye, a new mission has just come in. We're tasked with the elimination of an enemy apostle.
Apostle?
Apostles are cunning enemies. They only come out and attack the fleet when we are trying to recover high-value resources. You're heading to the border woodland. Once there, recover enough resources to lure out the apostle, and then eliminate the target on recovery day. I suggest equipping a 30mm light gun to the outpost. This will give us a tactical advantage.
Yeah, so this is like the mini-boss. It appears if we go above a certain value from the next difficulty of Woodland forward. And honestly, because it's a bigger, chunky enemy, the game is recommended / insisting, kind of, that we go and have a 30mm gun equipped to deal with it. Scavenge resources, build facilities, defend against enemy attacks until evacuation. Have a preparation time before enemies come. You should build your defense. If the outpost should be destroyed, wait for our emergency aircraft to get you out. These events will affect outcome of ensuing battle. Okay, so tell me a little bit there, because it is now unlocked Infinity Siege and assist others. So Infinity Siege is basically base defense. We go in and we hold on as long as we can until we say enough is enough, fight one more wave, and then we try to escape with our rewards. That's what Infinity Siege is, effectively. So it's, as I said, it's a horde survival mode. Tour mode, though. Confirm my outpost, go back to operative, nothing is insured. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I'm doing this as well. Getting other material to sacrifice to get stuff insured. But now it wants me to do this. Recommended components 0 out of 1. So I could have been dropping it to tier 3 difficulty before this point. It's just that I didn't have a 30mm gun, so I've been run tier 2 a couple of times. But yeah. Enemy cataphracts will join the battle. That is the Apostle troops. So, in addition, we'll gain access to the frontline base position in the extraction zone for this particular area. So yeah, that's how that all works. We are all good. Go to Bottom Woodlands, difficulty 3. Eliminate the Apostle. Okay, that's one more step to go, which is go to the research center. Anything else appeared here? Bandwidth expansion increases local operatives. So this increases by +1 how many local operatives can be kept by the intelligence officers. Also, 30mm gun, free research. Yes, please. Thank you. Anything else? Got 35 points. We're also in the right zone to start recovering parts for it, if we've not got the parts already. So getting the auto-loader tech is actually going to be useful soon-ish. Affording one might be a bit more of an issue. Though, of course, we could be expanding our base plate size, but we don't need that just yet. So leave that one be. I think I might also pick up, for 10, the vertical springboard as a mobility pick. Yeah, stop that one. And queue that one afterwards. I might just buy that one, but I think I'll decide on that later. For now, though, there should be one more thing we can do in intelligence. If we go and have a look. Nightingale. Okay, nope, we don't have Nightingale's extra feature just yet, which is like we can send operatives on missions to get some resources. They take a few days and then come back, but there are risks options in there too. Sophia, squad management. Can I? No, it's still locked. Boo! I need to progress further. But we also have to end there, I'm afraid. So, this has been Iron Mark 3. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed the show. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Helps out me, helps the channel, give me those virtual headpats I oh so crave. And I'll catch you all some other time as I discover that I can build 5 30mm guns. Apparently, I've managed to gather the barrels for that. Immediately. Yeah. 5 is a fair chunk straight away. I could make 52 batteries if I wanted to. Not interested in that. I don't have any place to put them, that's the problem. But I've got materials aplenty to try and expand the base. So again, if you guys want me to try and do a time-lapse of the base upgrade or talk you through it or whatever, if you have an opinion on that, let me know. But otherwise, I'll see you all later.